Welcome back. You're now tuned into the other side of sports. Your host, Laws, in the building. It's me, it's Aaron. We here rocking out. A lot of stuff to talk about today. We're gonna get into it. Um, for starters, though, Aaron, you ready, dog? Election time is heating up. It's heating up, bro. They coming after my man, Dr. Umar. They trying to slander. Dog, we gotta protect that man, dog. We gotta protect it. Hey, yeah, I know he a fraud. I know his whole credentials is a little fraudulent, but the Batman be saying that. So he be talking that talk, dog. I rock with Dr. Umar heavy, bro.
Is his credentials fraudulent? He not a doctor?
Well, it was well, this is what I do know. I do know that the Bama was prominent in like the DC area space, like doing his Dr. Joint, and something happened, and then the Bama got like kind of like yoked out of that space. So I don't know if they like don't honor his credentials like that. I don't know, dog. I don't know, cause like it's a board that like you have to like appeal to, you know what I'm saying, get different things. I don't know. I don't want to get the slander my man, but I just know that he was in a prominent space, and then he was just like kind of.
So this is one thing I say. Like we know whenever you say stuff people don't like, then they try to discredit the joint. He was doing speeches and doing appearances as a clinical psychologist up until he turned full
black
Claw. Kimmy Claw. And also he says, which got removed from the DSM, he says that, you know, certain alternative lifestyles is caused by people getting touched as a kid a lot of times, not what other people want to say. And that's when I feel like when he said that out loud, that's when people start trying to turn him from, oh, he a real psychologist, to who is this joker with the kente cloth on the internet. Because there's certain stuff you just can't say about certain groups, whether it's true or not.
You're right. They going to get you for sure. To me, it don't really matter that much. Like now, if I was him and I was a doctor and I'm like trying to use my credentials to do stuff, and they were like saying I couldn't, then it means a whole lot more. But for me, like, is it true or is it false? What my man is saying, and a lot of the stuff be true. I don't agree with everything, but a lot of the stuff the Bama say is true and spot on. And there's a lot of things that he says that other people aren't willing to say or aren't willing to like kind of, you know, venture down those pathways. And, you know, he's been critical of a lot of people, a lot of prominent people, you know,
taking the checks.
He called them out, dog. He called out all the raccoons that we know in the different space.
That video that you put up the other day is one of the fun. He said send Bama's bushels of cotton coon candy.
No, I think he might. Yeah, if he ever wanted to just make a quick buck, he could just get on stage and be a comedian, dog. Because the Bama is hilarious, bro.
And he freestyling the whole video.
Love, bro. Hey, he said send him anonymous letter. He said, hey, your son, write the anonymous letter to the raccoons. No, bro. His content is refreshing, bro. I just got to keep it all the way 100. It's refreshing. So you definitely got to protect him at all costs. A lot of stuff. I mean, like, you know, people, you voting for Kamala?
What you mean? Like a president? No, no, you can't give people the wrong impression.
Hey,
when you bust out laughing.
How you gonna vote for it, dog? You gonna vote for Trump?
I for damn sure not vote for Trump.
Oh, but you know, a vote for anybody else other than Kamala Harris is a vote for Trump, dog.
That's not how it works, but I get what people trying to say when they say that. And I'm not saying I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I'm not voting for Trump. This is a documented fact.
Okay.
Even though they helped me on tax time, even though it helped me in a lot of other areas, not doing.
Yeah, bro. It's about the joint. From time to time, I flip the radio station, dog, because I gotta hear what the other side is saying, so that I can have a clear head of awareness of like what we're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? The other side, that it's a scary space, Aaron. I know that we can be delusional, our culture and our people, but it's a different kind of delusion. It's a ignorant, like unaware delusion, like where we just don't look. Yeah, like we're not looking at everything, objectively. We looking at subjectively. Like we might be our culture and people might be I don't know, dog. It's on both sides, but like, if you just put enough sugar and cinnamon in that drink, you can just call it oatmeal, and we just be like, "Oh, this is good oatmeal." Like it just.
You say it all the time, and it doesn't just apply to our people. 90% of people are dumbasses, and usually those are the loudest people. So if you go to any post and look at the comment section, especially on Facebook, that's where all the old retards are. So like, if you go to any post, you're gonna see comments. And you're gonna be like, hold on, what? Like, it's no way this person could be of cognitive, sound mind and body and make these kind of comments or have these kind of opinions that they just state as fact.
Yeah.
With no data, no proof. Well, with AI now is crazy because the retards really gonna have ammo to be thinking.
I wouldn't be surprised, dog. I'm telling you, if Trump, because Trump, they don't care, they don't play by the rules. I wouldn't be surprised if they use the AI to like have Kamala saying something crazy and have her doing something crazy to try to like.
What they did yesterday or the other day. They had a post of Taylor Swift telling Bama's to vote for Trump, and Trump reposted the drink. But it was like an AI image of her telling Bama's to vote for Trump.
Yeah, it's about to be. Some of the AI stuff I've seen, I'm like, bro, it's indistinguishable, dog, from reality. You can't tell that it's AI. Like,
if I was Trey White, I'd tell Bama's that was AI. That wasn't me. That was AI imagery, dog. Because it's too good now.
It's too good. How you even and just have a bunch of AI just recreate the whole joint? It just, you have a bunch of float down. They be like, look, which one is real? You don't even know. They about to do a trial where they have the AI using the AI as evidence to present evidence to see if the people can distinguish between the true and the false, dog. You're not going to be able to tell. You're not going to be able to tell. So it's about to be, I don't know if her team, if I was a part of her team right now, I would say that right now we need to figure out how to combat this when it comes.
Do it back.
What we're going to do in order to be proactive in this, because this guy does not play by the rules, and he's going to pull all strings possible to make you look bad, including everything that's at his disposal. So you must be prepared. Do not be caught off guard. I mean, I already know them. They slow, dog. They just gonna be like, oh, we're gonna see and make sure. Like, no, you got to start using this to your advantage and try to get ahead of it and do what this Bama's gonna do, because we know he gonna do it. We already know. We already know. That's like when Bama's play golf and they hit the ball and then you turn away, Bama kick his drink back in the fairway, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just cheat. He going cheat, bro. He going cheat. So, yeah, bro. It's about to get crazy. It's about to get crazy. Speaking of politics, Trayon White got hemmed up. They got pictures of him in the whip, dog, exchanging envelopes.
It's AI. We just talked about it. It's AI.
Dog. Bribery charges, dog. Remember out here. Oh, contracts. They going after everybody in that drink.
But dog, this is what happens in government. Like, the whiteys do a better job of hiding it because they don't think they so stuck and stupid as to sit in the car and take an envelope from another joker at your same or
that's so 1995, dog.
Like an 80s movie. That's how they got the mob on the RICO. So it's like the method doesn't really make sense, but that's what all of these contracts that's in government. There's always some little backhanded deal and kickback going on. It's just harder for them to trace because at least, you know, people in other spaces have been doing this for decades, so they know how to keep buffers in between themselves and kind of funnel it a different way. At least go 2, 3, 4 parties deep with funneling the bread before you bring it back around. He just, I guess they got the grant, put it in the envelope, go get it, go withdraw from the bank and took it directly to straight to Navy Yard. So it's like,
no, yeah. And once you get an informant, dog, it's a dead deal, dog.
And they threw the informant under the bus. They released the pictures. He know who he was sitting in the car with that 4K video.
You already know.
So the word already like, hey.
He right there like, hold on, what you say?
So whoever got PTO running through August and September, that's who the mole is.
Oh, it's a dirty game out here, bro. It's a dirty game.
But everybody playing.
Everybody playing it, young, but some people playing it smart and some people playing it dumb, dog. And I don't know Trayon White background and his whole situation to like know, you know, but it just seemed like you the pawn on the front of the chessboard that can just get taken. Like it just that's what it seemed like me. Like they just like, oh, we just like it's a game of chess pieces, and it just you just a pawn in the front about to get taken by the rook. So
Bama's got to move better.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be a shiesty slime ball, like you got to be better at it.
Mm-hmm. You
can't do the 1980 101 level bribery joint. Oh, this is
plus you gotta know, Aaron, when you dealing with this, like you in the government, you in this level of people, like you can't be the only pawn out here to just die. Like it gotta be the queen gotta get exposed if you move me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it gotta be something heavy. If you're gonna have your hands in the dirt, you better be holding hands with people that can pull you out the dirt. You know what I'm saying? Like
he thought he was, but no. Once you get into this kind of like political thing with the finances get involved, that's when you involve the feds. And so when like it's one thing to play dust ball games with dust ball bammers and be into certain things. Once you come into this arena,
look, you get free rec center membership for the year. Go ahead, pass me to.
Yeah, the stakes get raised because this is not black dollars you're dealing with. It might be funneled. However, they try to act like they look like they pushing the money to the blacks, whether it be for like the crime prevention, that kind of stuff, which it was allegedly for. But the white people are the ones that's pressing the button and signing a check to okay this kind of stuff happen. So when that's taking place, they watching the bread all the way.
No, first of all, you can't have crime prevention in the city on fire. That's the first thing. That joke just like if I'm in it, I'm asking questions too, her. Like I don't care. Come outside. Hold on, bro. We got this program set up, but Babs is still getting. I'm getting bullets at rain. I'm getting my neighbor got robbed. They breaking the contract. Like, what's going on? Where the bread going?
Yeah, and I think you could just take a 6-figure amount, like 156K.
Okay.
I hope, first of all, you can't fit that in the envelope. So I don't know whether he was getting a down payment, he was taking a deposit on the bribery, or what he had going on. But to me, it's just crazy that they thought that they could just do an elementary scam like that.
So who going to take over? Who are you going to get pushed out, and then who going to take over?
I mean, somebody. It'll be anybody, really. Because to be honest, they don't really like him in the city council anyway. And so I wouldn't be shocked if this whole, like you say, demonstration was kind of coordinated by people who don't want him in that space anyway. Like throw the dummy a tennis ball, watch him chase it, like that kind of a sort of situation. Like I wouldn't be shocked.
I wouldn't be shocked either.
Because see, this is where it get real tricky. For Bama's to have the feds recording at that point, like it doesn't take that long to say, hey, I'm gonna get a kickback on this drink. So how long were they investigating this back?
It had to be a while, though. They had, I mean, when the feds get involved, usually by the time they come arrest you, they got the case already.
Right. Because they want
Usually
to stay undefeated like Floyd.
Yeah, they already, like, they won't even budge if they don't got it airtight. Like they'll be like,
Right.
we
They'll
need
investigate
more
for
evidence.
years.
Yeah, they'll just be
And
like,
not pull a trigger if they don't feel like they can prosecute the case and get a conviction.
Exactly. So when they pull the trigger, they got big
everything
fish and little fish and everything they need. And they come in and say, clean out your locker.
You coming with me?
So, I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see how it plays. Will he do jail time?
For sure. They're gonna make an example out of it.
And you know how it worked too. Like like you say, example to be a deterrent for other, like, because his story is kind of like he came from the mud and kind of like earned some equity with the community, and then just like came up. Like, I don't think this man studied politics in high school or college or went to school for that or nothing. Like, he just got his hand in it and then learned how it, and then
like Trump, but they love it from Trump. Trump was moving money around and doing little funny slick stuff. They ain't locked that bam up. So it's they don't want you playing the same games that they play. It's just a fact of what it is. And somebody over there, this is what I believe.
Okay.
Like, wanted them out of it.
Okay.
Because like I said, everybody on some level in this space, like politicians are pieces of shit just in general.
Okay.
Like 90% of them are doing something behind. And it don't have to be something as big as taking 156K. It could be something as big as your neighbor coming to you or somebody that's your friend, like, hey, I got this going on, and you making a move for them that doesn't get made for everybody else. You know what I mean? So it's just, this is what they do. The scale might be different. The size of the scale might be different, but this is what they do. It's just the nature of the program.
Yeah. Oh,
but he pissed somebody off. So now you don't get to play.
Speaking of piss somebody off, Daniel Jones,
we told him before the draft.
The New York Giants are struggling. Daniel Jones is in question. They like me. We watching Hard Knocks 3 weeks ago, and we saying, dog, Daniel Jones, like, to go forward in this season with Daniel Jones is a fail. But here they are. Now there's some Giants fans that's saying we need to chill out, Aaron. I saw this posted today. They said that, look at the numbers. The big difference is, right? Eli got a Super Bowl.
Got 2 on.
He went to 2 Super Bowls, dog. You can look, you can talk about the numbers and say that he just didn't, his performance wasn't, but dog, when the wins were
where's
needed,
the win-loss?
Mattered.
I don't see the win-loss.
Oh, they don't got the win-loss on here.
And I said Eli was trash too back then.
Oh, they got a QB record. They got a QB record. 30-25-0 versus 22-36-1.
Right. That's the key.
Yeah.
And nobody's saying Eli was a world beater, but when the playoffs came, the Bama showed up.
He showed up.
People call him retarded his whole career. He led the league in interceptions. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's acting like he's some Hall of Famer. But he won 2 Super Bowls, so he is a Hall of Famer now.
Yeah, dog. Flacco too. To me, Flacco is in the same vein. Like, Bama just, when it came time to win, especially when he was trying to get paid, he just showed up. Daniel Jones is just not that guy. And unfortunately, you can't fit a square peg into a round hole, dog. That's not how football works. As much as you want to have good, what do they call it? Like goodwill towards him, goodwill don't translate into skill level. Like, they went into the season.
You got to cut your losses sometimes, especially as a gambler. So when you draft Daniel Jones where you drafted him, that was the first mistake.
Mm-hmm.
The second mistake is not acknowledging your first mistake and paying him. Like, they're in this position because instead of just acknowledging what was seen and evident on the field, like, they're steadily trying to prove, like, no, we didn't make a mistake. No, we didn't make a mistake. You made a mistake. They should have been cut bait. So I don't feel sorry for anybody in this situation other than Dabo. Because to me, it's clear Dabo is like, he wanted to go up to 2 and get Jayden Daniels. He like, dog, I'm done with this foolishness. So I don't know if it's the Maras. I don't know if it's that idiot GM they got over there.
It's the GM, Aaron. We know who it is. What you mean? We watched the show. This Bama tried to convince the owner of the team, why Daniel Jones, it makes sense to just rock with him, dog.
He said it's Daniel Jones' time, so they basically going to be leaning on him. You have no more Saquon. It's just going to be rough. It's going to be rough. The Bama threw 2 interceptions in a preseason game.
To backups.
What is he, 4 or 5 years in? He got paid, so this is about the 5th year at least? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It's going to be rough. They going to get the number 1 pick. Shador might be a New York Giant, though.
The thing is, I think that they'll be serviceable, but 6 and 10 don't get you picking number 1. It gets you picking like number 7 or number 6.
Who they going to be? Because you don't
have to. I think they'll win their first game. I think they'll win their first game.
Who they play?
I think Denver.
It better not be anybody that can score more than 17 points.
Let's see their schedule, dog. All right.
And
so here we go.
Let's go through.
All right, let's get okay, here we go. First game, September 8th. They play the Vikings.
Loss. No.
No JJ McCarthy, no nothing. These bad.
But Sam Darnold and Justin what's the name?
Justin Jefferson?
Nah, Sam Darnold. And what's the quarterback for the Giants' name? I forgot it that fast.
Daniel
Jones. Yeah. I can't definitively say that Daniel Jones is better than Sam Darnold.
I think Debo and them their team. I think they got 2 things going in their favor. It's the first week of the season, and there's no real expectations for them. And they're playing a mediocre Vikings team that has lost a lot of their players, dog. They lost their starting coach. If Kirk Cousins was coming in here, and I'm not a big Kirk Cousins fan, but I would feel differently about this game. I'd be like, Vikings is easy. But I just don't know. It's in New York, too. So
all right, let's give them a W. Let's give them a W. 1-0.
All right. Then they play Washington, week 2.
Loss.
Okay. First of all, we can talk about Washington for a sec. Jayden Daniels is a starter.
He's already better than Daniel Jones.
He's already better, dog. And we ain't seen him play 1 game. And they were like, how can you say that? The game tape said it. So he's already better. We don't have no kicker though, Aaron.
No, that's a fact.
We don't have no kicker.
Because Junk Boy went a while out.
No. Hey, dog, is it bad I want to sign that Bama back, dog?
Oh, you're going to hear Washington fans don't care about nothing but the team. So they're going to be like, hey, go get him. He go to church.
He done been sat in timeout long enough, dog.
Right. You already know where it's going to go.
No, Brandon McManus, what was you thinking, bro?
The kicker is going to cost y'all 3 games this year.
3 games. I think, matter of fact, I think he'll get cut by the end of the preseason, and they'll just sign one of the guys on one of the other teams that they think can just do better. I mean, I'm sure that's a position of need, desperate need. So they probably looking all across the league to find somebody. But yeah, okay. So they lose the Commanders.
1-1.
1-1. Then they got the Browns.
1-2.
All right.
No conversation.
Then they play the Cowboys.
1-3.
Dang. Then they play Seattle.
1-4.
Then they play the Bengals.
1-5. How they gonna get 6 wins there?
Then they play the Eagles.
1-7. Oh no, 1-6. I can't remember where we were.
Okay.
1-6.
Then they play the Steelers.
1-7.
I think they'll win one of those games, dog. I don't think they'll just.
You think they have to because of probability because they lost 6 in a row?
Yeah, dog.
Not gonna happen with Daniel Jones.
All right. Then they go to the Commanders again.
Loss 1-8. Let's give them the Steelers game.
Hold on.
We'll give them 2-7. Or
okay,
2-8. 2-7.
2-8. Yeah, all right. Then they play the Panthers.
That's a win. 3.
Okay. Then they play the Bucks.
Loss 3-8.
Okay. Then they play the Cowboys again.
3-9.
Then they play the Saints.
3-10.
At home.
3-10.
What? Nah, I give them a W against the Saints, dog. They gonna be tired of getting washed. They gonna fight that game.
We'll give them 4-9. Whatever you want. You can throw them as many wins as you want.
All right, 4. All right. Then they play the Ravens.
Do we have to?
10, 4 and
4
10.
and 10.
Then they play the Falcons. They
4 and
lost.
11.
Then they play the Colts.
4 and 12.
Okay. Then they play the Eagles.
Stop. Like there's no. You gave them 3 extra wins, and
Yeah.
then you talking about they gonna get to 6.
They won 4 games.
They might not win 2 games. If they don't win week 1, Harold, they might not win a game this year.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's crazy.
You
That's
gave them
crazy.
3 wins that I said they shouldn't have got, and they got the 4. So, dog, stop.
Oh man.
And Debacle gonna lose his job over this.
He is gonna lose his job over it.
He got to protest. He got to start leaking stuff.
No. He gotta sit Daniel Jones. Because no. I don't care. Fire me then. This is what I'm talking about. This was the whole situation. What team we was talking about? Maybe it was Eric Bieniemy or something like that. When we had Eric Bieniemy, I'm like, dog, you gotta force the fire, dog. You gotta force it, because if you stand up there and you basically just go along with it, you say that you're okay with it. And granted, you might get put out the league either way, but at least I'm gonna be like, nah, I went out on my own roles. Like, like I just couldn't stand there in good conscience and just watch my career get slandered and stuff like that. But he in a different position because he is a white head coach in the football league. So they might give him a pass either way. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's tough, bro. Like, especially when you just hamstrung to a loser.
Yeah, you gotta go on wax and make it clear that this is not your guy. Whether that be at a press conference after a game when you get washed, and be like, we got to look at everything. We might need to see if Daniel Jones give us the best chance to win. So even if the owners or the GM force you to continue to play him, everybody outside of the organization knows.
Yeah,
he wanted to go in a different direction.
You got dog whistle against your quarterback.
Right.
Like
he's off. And we told y'all he was going to be off, and you didn't listen.
All right, listen. Here's another quarterback that is starting to surge up the ranks. Drake May had a good preseason game, his last preseason game, and now everybody's like changing the tune on him. They didn't listen. This is when you know that it's orchestrated, like it's a league mandated orchestration. When they don't even talk about Joe Milton, like they just talked about Drake May and what he did and how like and I can already see the head coach for the New England Patriots. They're not gonna win this year, dog, because I could tell he don't have no backbone, because he was drinking the Kool-Aid with everybody else. He went as far as to say that it's not a done deal who the starting quarterback is for the team.
That's the Ron Rivera tree, like where you got that old world, like, oh, you got to prove it, you got to go through all these hoops, and we got to pretend like we don't see what everybody else sees up until the last second. It's just this weird old way of doing stuff. And he's always been their guy, so you could tell he's a company guy. They've been saying for 3 years he was going to take over Belichick's job once Belichick was gone. Like, he's a Patriots like guy, so clearly they know they can pull up puppet strings and kind of have him maneuver the way he need to maneuver to keep the job.
And he's doing it, dog. He's doing it, because 2 weeks ago Drake May would look like trash. This week he looked solid. He didn't even look spectacular. He looked solid. And they already talk about, for Jacoby Brissett, it may not be his starting job, and it's a competition and this and that. No, if you run Drake May out there week 1, you're just gonna vindicate us, dog. That's all y'all gonna do.
Yeah, it doesn't benefit anybody to have him go out there and be the starter week 1. Now, the issue is going to be Jayden is the starter, look really good. Caleb Williams is a starter, look really good. Bo Nix looked good, who we didn't even have a high praise. Penix looked really good, so good that they babying Kirk Cousins and won't let him play anymore in the preseason. So you're almost compelled to justify that third pick to get him on the field.
Mm-hmm.
And so if they take the bait of what's going on around the rest of the league,
don't take the bait. They better not, Aaron.
They're going to look like some dummies. Don't take the bait. Send Jacoby out there. Don't make the same mistake Ron Rivera did. Send Jacoby out there. But they will. They're not stupid. One thing I will say is this is the second preseason game with their first round quarterback. They took 3rd overall. They have to protect him. Mm-hmm. They got to protect his confidence as best they can. It's super early. Like, they just got to do what they got. The pick is made. You can't go out there trying to sabotage your own. Like, it doesn't benefit a black head coach at any rank to be able to say anything crazy about your quarterback at this point. So I get it. But don't take the bait and trot him out there. Not week 1. He's not ready.
He's not ready. He's not ready. Everything he's going to see is going to be problematic if they trot him out there. I don't think they will, Aaron. But
no, I don't think they will.
The way they talking, though.
But they have to try to build his confidence. Like, as bad as the narrative was after week 1, and he took a lot, I'm sure he had to check out some of what was being said. Mm-hmm. And then you see how well, what's the guy from Tennessee? The other quarterback in the 4th round.
What?
With the Patriots, the other rookie they drafted.
Oh, Joe Milton.
Yeah, when you see how well he played in that first game, how everybody was praising him, they kind of almost need to have as much positive reinforcement as he received the week before, as much negative enforcement as he received the week before, to kind of like try to balance it out. Because he already got that fragile face where it looked like his confidence could be like one bad pass, one bad play away from like completely breaking his man.
Well, if they play him in the first game, then don't worry, you'll get to see exactly what that looks like, because they played the Bengals September 8th, and that's not a game you want to experiment and see. Like, that's not the first game where you could play Drake May for the New England Patriots. They played the Bengals first game, Seattle the second game, the Jets the third game, 49ers the 4th game, Dolphins the 5th game.
Yeah, they can't try them out there for that.
Yeah, you got at least minimum 6 games before the Titans game. November 3rd is the first game that you probably could put him out there. Anytime before that, but again, this is another caveat. This is what nobody's really anticipating or expecting. Jacoby Brissett has been injury prone in his career. So, I mean, last year he didn't get injured much because he wasn't playing much. But when you play him week after week, that wear and tear on his body, I just don't know that he'll be able to sustain throughout that course of 6 games versus all of them teams and those defenses, dog. I just, you might be in a position where you're playing Drake May before you want to play him, and it just could be bad, dog. It could be real bad. So I hope they don't fall into it, dog. I hope they don't fall into it. We talked about JJ McCarthy being out for the Vikings. I mean, I didn't think he would. I thought he'd be serviceable, but I didn't think he would, light it up. Nothing crazy.
I thought he'd be better than Sam Darnold.
Okay. I give you that.
Another quarterback that had a chance to start week 1.
Yeah. Me personally, I don't think Sam Darnold will be as bad as people think he is. He's better than the other Jets quarterback that we was right on. Zach Wilson. He's better than Zach Wilson.
Yeah, Zach Wilson in Denver.
Yeah, Zach Wilson in Denver. But I feel like Sam Darnold has talent and can play the quarterback position, but he's in my opinion, he's just a chronic backup. Like, he's never a guy that like you'll be able to sustain success with. Like, he'll show flashes of success, but you won't be able to sustain machine. It. That too.
And he's not good enough to justify the turnovers like a Brett Favre or like even an Eli, where you were winning and you had a defense that you could lean on, and he would turn the ball over, but you had a chance because he could also make throws that a lot of people couldn't make. You know what I mean? But this guy he turns it over at a way higher clip and he makes good plays. So it's like not worth it when you don't protect the football and you're not that great of a player and don't make big plays. So I think it'll be a wash. Like, I think they'll be, below 500, of course, but I don't think it's going to be Daniel Jones bad.
Nah. Okay. 6 games for them. Caleb Williams looked sharp, though. Preseason looked.
He look all world already.
He look all world. So I think there will be some. Like I said, I think Caleb Williams is the guy. Like, I think he has all the tools, right? But I think that his coaching will be the thing that we'll have to look out for. He'll make a lot of plays with his legs, a lot of plays with his arms. You know what I'm saying? And he'll have. I think he'll have a good rookie season, dog. Maybe one of the best rookie seasons in Bears history, potentially. But I just wouldn't go ahead and stamp them as the leaders of their division right here off the bat.
Who else
I
you got
still
over
think you
there?
gotta give it time.
You got
What we got?
Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit.
You got the
Detroit's gonna be.
Vikings, Chicago, and
I got
Green Bay. Yeah, you got two Vikings
yes,
over there.
yes. So I got Detroit, and then I got Green Bay, and then I got the Bears be right there. They won't be far away, but you know what I'm saying. But I just
You got to check. This is the best quarterback they've ever had in the history of their
it
franchise
is
already.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. And I'll just say credit to Ryan Poles, their GM. Like he just got it right. You know what I'm saying? Like he just
Didn't get tricked out of his position.
Didn't get tricked out.
And it's crazy. They need to thank Justin Fields too, because if they trade Justin Fields last year instead of this year, they don't end up with this pick. They end up with what's the boy Bryce Young last year or something like that. And it's just crazy how that decision and you end up with Caleb Williams, though. It's crazy.
Gave him a chance, though.
It's crazy.
Pat Mahomes still doing Pat Mahomes things. You saw that round the back pass joint he did in the game.
He getting bored.
Yeah, he getting bored. Fantasy owners, I'm telling you, he about to throw for 40 touchdowns this year. Just log it in. He going back to 40. 50?
Yeah.
He gonna break Peyton Manning record joint.
He already had 55 his rookie year. Not his rookie year, but the first year he played.
Yeah. I can see it, dog. 50. I can see it.
And it's 17 games now. Yeah, dog.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think about the Martavius Bryant, dog? We done brought him in. We ain't talk about that.
I think the current regime isn't as high on the receivers as a lot of people thought. Okay. And all their receivers are the same. It's these little Ike Bike Bammers that it's kind of interchangeable. You don't have anything different. You don't have like a big possession red zone kind of receiver, and they almost never do. So I think this gives him a little bit of a change up in that regard. I don't know that he'll make the team. He ended up coming on so late. But I think it's them kicking the tires because he made so many plays. What was it, 10 years ago?
Yeah. It's been that long?
2014. No, he played in 2018, I think.
Okay. That's still he was with Dallas in 2018, I think.
Yeah, but with Pittsburgh, I think was like
that's 2014. He might as well be me and you out there.
Right. So it's just kicking the tires on it. Like get a different body style, get a look at it. Like
the Jahan Dotson stuff. Is there validity to it, dog? I just think it's the media here just trying to make
they want to control the team. And it bothers them that they can't do the same things they used to do with this regime. They have no control. So they can bitch and complain and say who they don't like. They try to do the same thing to De'Ami Brown. And then De'Ami Brown cooks. And then now they just switch and pivot to somebody else. That's just what they do. He'll be fine. He's not going to get waived. The Bama's a first-round pick. He's still their second-best receiver. He might not be the best practice player. And he had to play with Sam Howell last year. It just
that's like got shoes on that's too small. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sam Howell was a slow processor, couldn't read defenses, took too many sacks. They want to blame Eric Bieniemy, but Sam Howell was trash. So I'm not evaluating him based on his performance.
And another thing too, Aaron, what people don't realize about sports, dog, is that when you playing with a sorry Bama, you compensate for what they can't do. So like, let's say like Aaron, this is what the people don't see, and that's why these reporters get on my nerves because they just looking at certain stuff and they're like, dog, when you playing with somebody sorry, you start to build tendencies like, oh, dog, you start rounding your routes out because you like,
you're not getting
if I run the joint this way, the joint gonna be behind me, or I'm not gonna catch it, and everything is measured by your performance. So I used to know, but like, oh, this Bama, like, I just gotta catch the football. So what I gotta do in order to just be like, I gotta just run it like this. I'm not gonna run all the way because his arm can't get it there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And also as a receiver, when you know the quarterback, you running the same plays pretty much. They mixing it up. They might change the formation. It's certain routes he knows in this coverage, he can't get the ball to me. So you going 50%. Like it's a lot of things. Receivers are so dependent on quarterbacks, one, being able to get the ball there, two, being able to read the defense and know this is the where I need to go with the ball. And when you realize I done ran this route 30 times this season, and this Bama ain't targeted me but twice, chances are I'm not getting the ball on this route. It can be evident if you're not the type of player to play everything out at 100%, which most guys are not that type of guy. Like that's like out. You talk about Jerry Rice, like certain guys, but they were getting targeted with good quarterbacks, so it's different. You can't really say what Jerry Rice would have done with a Sam Howell for a year. So to me, I think his rookie year he was fine. I expect to see him take a big leap forward this year, and that's just what it is because the quarterback was trash last
year. Yeah. So there you have it. Follow us at OSS 980 at Other Side of Sports. Shout out to Wes Buffy. Shout out to Lance J. Shout out to Sports Talk Tasha. Kicking it with G-Man. Everybody who rock with us heavy. Share the show. Share the content. Van. Everybody. We out.